Ich gratuliere dir zu deinem ersten Kommando. Endlich.
Ich werde immer nach dir Ausschau halten, Evie. Selbst wenn ich 1000 Meilen weit weg bin.
Lufteskorte an Greyhound? Sie sind außer Reichweite der Luftunterstützung für die nächsten 5 Tage. Ihre wievielte Überfahrt ist das?
Das ist meine erste.
Ich hab etwas. Höchstwahrscheinlich ein U-Boot. Es versucht unter uns zu tauchen!
Feuer! Wir haben einen Treffer.
Ein Notsignal, Sir.
Wir haben Angriffe direkt auf den Konvoi.
Ein Wolfsrudel jagt uns. U-Boot, Steuerbord!
Wir haben 7 Schiffe verloren und 50 Männer.
Was sie gestern getan haben, hat uns bis hierher gebracht.
Das ist nicht genug. Feuern, wenn sie auftauchen!
Das Ziel ist verschwunden, Sir.
Da kommen sie.
Was machen wir jetzt?
Wir lassen die Hölle auf sie herabregnen.
Contact bearing 091, range indefinite.
Most likely a U-boat, sir.
The Battle of the Atlantic is everything that happened in the Atlantic Ocean from the moment World War II began. There were thousands of ships that were operating at any given moment, trying to make the perilous journey from the Western Hemisphere to Britain, sending what was needed to liberate Europe.
U-boat, starboard bow!
And they were all would-be targets of the Nazi submarines.
Huffduff reports a German transmission bearing 087 degrees, range 15 to 20 miles.
These convoys would have to make long zigzagging courses, hopefully avoiding the submarines, but they were reduced to the speed of the slowest ship in the convoy. And the Nazi submarines were just as fast when they were on the surface.
Combat. Looks like our friends come up for fresh air and to maintain speed with us. Contact bearing 207, range 3 miles.
Early in the war, the American ships had radar. They could see what was on the surface, but it was a spotty radar. It often didn't work very well.
What's going on?
I don't know, sir. I can't get a good read.
So you're relying on your eyes, much like a guy with binoculars on the bridge. With sonar and hydrophones, you're relying on your ears.
Got him. Contact close. Starboard beam 083.
Now, Mr. Lopez!
Fire!
Come on. And all those things can play tricks with you over time.
Sonar bridge, anything further?
Still stationary. Possible decoy.
Sonar reports contact is not moving. Possible decoy.
Yet another challenge was how primitive communication was between parts of the ship to the captain.
Contact bearing...
Contact bearing starboard 012, range 600 yards, sir.
Mr. Lopez, stand by with a medium pattern.
Man and ready, sir.
It was a guy's job to repeat what they just heard to the captain, or repeat what the captain just told them to whoever he's talking to. And it has to be exact.
Contact now bears port 012, range 1,000 yards and closing.
You gonna do that again?
No, sir.
If so, you will be relieved.
Aye, aye, sir.
Ideally, a convoy goes across the ocean without ever talking to anybody but themselves. Any radio signal going from the convoy to headquarters, you didn't want to send those out because if anybody was listening, they'd know where you were.
Do I break radio silence with a message to the Admiralty?
Every ship was on their own.
We are running down a target.
Let us attend our duties well. This is what we trained for.
There have been movies about World War II, but we expanded it. Embracing the details, but at the same time, tying those details into the human story. What do we rely on in order to get us through this? We'll bring hell down from on high. Our movie puts a magnifying glass on the history of the Battle of the Atlantic. Here they come. Mr. Carling, I have the con.
Captain has the con.
Right standard rudder, 079.
Right standard rudder to 079. Aye, sir.
All escorts, Greyhound, return to your stations immediately. We have enemy contact bearing 087. Just imagine any way a sheep would try to escape a pack of wolves, and you've got a ship trying to get away from the Nazi submarines. That was the game of the Battle of the Atlantic.
A wolf pack shadowing us. They'll attack as a group.
Yeah, waiting for nightfall.
Greyhound is about an American destroyer escorting a convoy of merchant vessels that's crossing the Atlantic to bring vital war material and soldiers to our allies.
Captain Krause has been given quite a lot of responsibility as a first-time commander. It's a bit of a trial by fire.
Hard right rudder, hard over!
The Nazis had submarines, U-boats, and their job was to sink any Allied ship that was floating at sea.
That dead silence. And just waiting to see what's on your radar screen. You can imagine how it must have felt for men back then, coming under attack.
He's trying to slip under us! All mounts, fire at will!
We're nowhere near air cover. We're low on fuel. No one has any idea if they are going to make it.
U-boat, starboard bow!
What you did yesterday got us to today.
It's not enough, Charlie. Not nearly enough.
Krause has a lot of pressure on himself because he has a lot of lives at his hands, and every decision he makes determines the outcome of the whole crew.
I don't think there's any commander that doesn't have this innate fear of being wrong, but that has to be conquered. You cannot let your command be governed by this nagging doubt of what if I am wrong. Here they come.
What are we gonna do?
We'll bring hell down from on high.